Yeah. I mean, like, to an extent, if someone has done a certain story thing, you can be almost certain what path they took to get there. Like if someone beats the last judge, you can, like, I'm pretty sure that guarantees that they've been to Haunted Bellheart and gotten wall jump, right? But like other than that, they might have gone on a whole detour to a section of the map that you haven't even seen. They might have done several things in there.
Yep. Sophie accidentally spoiled something for me because they didn't know what the trigger for something was.
Right, yeah.
Yep. And assumed that it was supposed to happen in a particular area. Asked me if I hadn't explored that whole area, and I was like, I felt that I have. And they looked it up and were like, oh, it's just, it hasn't done a thing yet.
Yeah, it was like, several days ago by now, but I checked, I like hopped into Sylphie's stream. I think that was when I like trying to get the Hornet badge. So I was like, okay, is anyone that I know live? And Sylphie was live, so I went there to like sub and get the Hornet badge.
I did the same thing.
Yeah, and like Sylphie was like way earlier than I was in the game, running through an area that I had been in locations I had been in, and then Sylphie just like ran into a boss, and I was like, what do you mean? How did you even? And it's like a boss that just kind of, I don't actually know what the trigger is, and it might be the same thing that you were even talking about, I'm not sure.
Yeah,
but like it's just
near I feel like I could say it because it's not that.
I don't. Whatever. Go ahead.
Near halfway home.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. It was starts with an M.
Morwing.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. So it spawns where the flea troop is, and once. So when I asked how to get it to show up, I wonder if the troop is not there yet, if Morwing is there, or if Morwing only shows up after the flea troop moves.
Oh. Interesting, yeah. Because like it's just I like glanced away from the stream for a moment. I looked back, and all of a sudden there's a boss there. What?
Yeah, I was just running through that area, and like Morwing yelled at me, and I was like, "Excuse me." I have all my VODs backed up. I'm gonna. They're all on YouTube, and I'll make sure to upload them soon.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. If you decide to watch my playthrough, which I'm sure we're probably going to watch each other's, my reaction to Morwing was like, "Excuse me, huh? What? Who's this?"
Yeah.
But yeah, and that makes me like wonder, like, okay, well, this game's huge. Where else could that be a thing?
Yeah. And like, even if we're not talking about bosses, there are so many small things that I feel like could be different, like where and when you encounter NPCs. I swear, like I saw a screenshot. I guess I shouldn't say it in case you. Yeah, okay. I won't say anything about that. It's not like a big thing, but like a thing that I thought could only happen in one location. I saw a screenshot that seems to indicate that it could also be in a different location where it didn't happen for me.
Oh.
And that like was a very interesting thing to realize.
It might be the thing that Sylphie spoiled for me.
Oh, okay, maybe.
Because Sylphie had something happen in Docks that I did not.
Okay, the thing I'm talking about is definitely not in Docks, though, I'm pretty sure.
Like, not at all.
I swear it's like in the Citadel or something.
Okay.
Yeah, very interesting to to try to figure out like what's even going on in different playthroughs.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then
right at the very start of the game, I assume you found some secrets there, like right in the very like first two rooms.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've been back there.
Mm-hmm.
Are you saying to the right?
Yes, one of them was to the right.
Kind of bigger thing to the right.
Well, okay. At the start of the game, I found one secret to the right and then one secret to the left, and then now I was watching a playthrough, and they found another secret within the secret to the right, which I hadn't found.
Oh, okay. I found a area. I don't want to talk about it, but I found an area that to me was suspicious, and when I was poking around at it, nothing happened. Like, it seems like I don't have the movement or something, or it's nothing. There was a room that I was in that was like real weird. I'm trying to be very vague.
Mm-hmm.
It was really weird. Like there was a thing that I could do stuff with, but it didn't seem to have a point, like at all.
Hmm.
And like I kind of thought of a few things, and I was like, okay, maybe this is just maybe this is just nothing. But it's hard to explain. But basically, it seemed like there was something more, and I'm sure if I go back and poke at it after I've done a whole lot more in the game, I might be able to figure it out if there's even anything there.
Right. Hold on. You said you had what, 2 of the things in the Citadel?
Yeah.
Two of 3? Okay. Which ones do you have?
Yep. The one on the far left and the bottom one. I just have the this is gonna sound kind of funny. I climbed to the top one, where you have to like hit the levers to rotate the cylinders, and just like whoa, my brain just blanked. So when I got up there, I was tired. I had like worked all day, I think, and was like delirious. And so I didn't know what the fuck I was looking at and basically just left.
Okay.
Yeah.
But that means you've done the climb.
Yeah, and it's really fun.
Yeah, it's a really fun climb. That was the most like White Palace feeling thing up to that point.
Yep.
Yeah. Wait, it's interesting though, because like it feels like well, I don't know. I haven't found like a Path of Pain equivalent area yet, but that doesn't mean that it's not coming up. But it seems interesting that like Team Cherry seems to have just spread out White Palace across the whole map. Like areas in general require more platforming rather than having it all be just one long gauntlet in one location. Though for all I know, that could still show up.
Yeah. I do really like that. Like I like that it's spread across the whole game instead of just, okay, here it is. Here's the platforming part.
Yeah. And in the Citadel, if you've been to the top left part, you've probably found like a thing with fans, like a vertical shaft with fans.
Vertical shaft with fans. Those like spinning things?
Yeah.
Yeah. Have I? I've been up it.
Okay. Yeah.
I think I did that last stream.
Okay.
Because I saw the grate beneath it, and I was like, I bet you could blank. And guess what? You can.
Yeah, I mean, I'm assuming you pogoed up the fans, right? Or did you try that at least?
Yeah, I tried it and like bonked twice and was like real close to dying and was like, I'll go figure out how you're actually supposed to do this.
Okay, and then you did it the actual way you're supposed to do it?
Yeah, I thought about just pogoing though.
Okay, yeah, I saw it like on one stream, thought that it might be too tricky to pogo, and then I came back later and did the pogo. At first I put on like a crest that makes pogoing easier, but then I also did it with like the base pogo move.
Yeah,
and that was pretty fun.
I haven't used base pogo in a while, which means that I switched crests a while ago.
Yeah, at some point in the middle of the game, I played a bit with another crest, but then I switched back to Hunter's Crest and have been using that the whole time. I want to feel like Hornet. I want to do the playthrough with the like actual crest that Hornet starts with.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. I'm kind of letting myself like play with all the toys, I guess.
Yeah, like I don't like. The thing is, whichever crest I pick, I will feel like I'm missing out on the other ones. So I think I'd rather just stick to this one for this playthrough, and then I do like one playthrough with each one. Like when we get a rando, we must get an option to start with like each crest, surely. So I think I just want to do like one playthrough with each crest. Though of course, like in vanilla, that's not going to be possible because you don't. You don't find the crests at the beginning.
Yeah, no, I agree. Like Sophie and I were talking about that too. Just saying that like switching to other crests is going to make your playthrough look so different to someone else's.
Yeah.
That game's so good.
Mm-hmm.
And like I don't get it. I understand people saying the game is hard. It is not too hard. Like the learning curve feels fine.
Yeah. If anything, Act 2 like got easier than Act 1, it seems to me.
Yeah, like Act 2 at first to me, just at first was like, wow, these are a lot of enemies that are like kind of more intelligent than sort of previous things, not all previous things, but it's just like, wow, okay, there's a lot of new guys here. There's a big distance between benches. But then like I don't know, once I got like my second bench, it was like, okay, I know these enemies and I can run around Citadel like it's nothing now.
Yeah. I don't know. Whenever people complain about the long runbacks, I feel like they must have just missed a bench. But then again, at least in one occasion, I literally saw a screenshot of like what runback they meant, and they had found the close bench. So like, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah,
Yeah,
like
mm-hmm.
it's fine to have a game be too difficult for you, or for you to just not feel like it's something that you want to grind. But some people say that they play Souls-likes and they played Hollow Knight, and like Silksong feels particularly bad, or like it feels like it just really disrespects their time, and I don't get it. I don't understand.
Yeah, no. That's weird. Yeah, I don't get it, because like the run back to judge is no worse than like runbacks in Dark Souls 1.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like the run back to gargoyles in Dark Souls 1 is hell. And like I'm not saying that people don't say that that's not awful, but like I don't know. I just don't feel like it's that big a deal. The run back to judge, you almost don't need to do any fighting. If you get good at the movement, you don't have to fight.
Yeah.
You can yeah.
Yeah. You just need to like notice like 2 jumps where you need to time it properly, and then you like move under one enemy and jump onto a wall, and you're just kind of there.
Yep. It takes like 20 seconds to get back to the boss, something like that.
I don't know, maybe up to a minute at most, but
yeah. It takes like
seems
a minute.
that some people just like fundamentally have an issue with there being any run back at all.
Yeah. Well, I also wonder if people just approach fights in a too aggressive way. I've learned that in Silksong, I have a lot more success if I approach a new enemy from a distance. Like, just stay away and see what moves it has. Because, like, normally they have 3 or 4, if it's a boss. If not, if it's a normal enemy, they normally only have about 2 at most. And so you kind of bait out 2 attacks, see what their tells are, and then go in and beat their ass. And like with Judge, I think my first like 2 attempts or something, I got decimated because I was being real aggressive. And I was like, okay, let's like clearly being aggressive is getting my ass beat. Let's back off and see what I can learn. And then was like, okay, well that's the tell for the throw, that's the tell for this, this is the tell for the spin, this is whatever. And I was like, okay. Mm-hmm. And then I cleared the boss like 2 attempts later.
Yeah. Oh, just yesterday I found a boss that I like almost first tried, I feel, and then I got stuck on it for a while. That was an interesting feeling, because then like every next attempt I'm like berating myself, like, what do you mean? How did you do that first attempt?
That's hilarious. To me, that happened a lot with Dark Souls bosses. It's really funny to go back and do a second playthrough of a Souls game, because like there will be bosses that you like first attempted or like second attempted, that a second playthrough will just be a wall. It's so funny. Like, you won't know why you were able to do the boss like first try or whatever the last time you just did, and you'll be in this arena dying over and over and over, being like, what's different? I unlearned the boss fight.
Yeah. What areas of the map, like if you look at the very like large zoomed out map, are there any areas that you like haven't explored? Like the sections of the map, I guess.
I don't know what you mean.
Like large directions, like for example, have you not explored like top right or top left or directions, I suppose?
I guess top left I haven't been to, because I've seen that there's an area top left of Citadel, but I have not been there. And then I have been... I don't know if I've been like top right. I've done pretty much all of Citadel, but then I haven't done the exterior things to Citadel. So like going left out of Citadel. And then I fell right of Citadel, but I didn't find anything down there. I just died and was like, that didn't look like it was worth my time right now. And then you've done stuff near halfway home, I'm assuming.
Sure, stuff near halfway home.
Yeah.
What
have you done all the transitions in the room for halfway home?
In the like inside halfway home?
No.
Okay.
Like you've exited all the doors.
I'm pretty sure I have.
Okay, so that means you know of an area that is there.
Which way?
Top right.
Yes.
Okay. So it sounds like just a Sinner's Road?
Yes, okay.
Is that what it's called? Okay, yeah. Just making sure. I'm trying not to speak out of turn.
Yeah. That's kind of... I was trying to figure out if you'd been there.
I have been there. I had a run that went past it.
Mm-hmm.
Got like really far in, and I was like, I can't find anything. Ended up dying. This was like way earlier in the game. Ended up dying, and I was like, I have no interest in that area right now. Like I had so many other things I was working on that I was like, I don't care to go in there again right now.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's kind of been on the backlog.
Yeah,
but I've been
that
in.
Makes sense.
I know. So have you done like all of that stuff? Because I've done nothing.
I have done like almost all of Sinner's Road. There's one thing in there that I didn't have an ability for back then, but I do now. But that's like a bonus small thing. So yeah, I've been through all of Sinner's Road, and I've been past it to other places, but not very far into those. What?
B? The letter B?
B. Oh, yes. Yeah. So I thought you meant like the bugs that are bees. And I was like, I don't recognize that at all.
I passed through Sinner's Road and made it to Biowater.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have dropped from Citadel to Biowater. But both ended in death. And which was fine. It was like one attempt that ended in death, and I was like, I have other things I'm doing right now. I'm gonna go do those things.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm currently exploring Biowater, like, actually now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's...
Because, like, I'd been there before, but I also left like you did, basically.
Yeah,
but actually,
like...
I'll actually... No, hold on. I was going to correct myself, but if I correct, that might be a spoiler. So I will say no more.
Oh. Oh.
There was something that I had in what I had said that is technically not correct, but correcting it would potentially spoil something.
That's hilarious. I had a friend I had a friend at work trying to like ask me about blueprints, and I was like, because they were curious about it, and I guess they had heard me talking about it, and I was like, yeah, it's a really cool puzzle game. I was like, it's kind of like a roguelike, like you do runs where like you're trying to gain information, like the goal of each run is to gain information. Um, and gave the you're in this house with so many rooms, you're looking for the last room, the
Mm-hmm.
the generic whatever. And I was like, but they were like, oh, so like what kind of puzzles are they? And I was like, I can't tell you. I was like, I guess it's kind of like a big escape room. I was like, but other than that, like I talking about it, I almost feel like is a spoiler. Like,
Yeah.
very observation based puzzles.
Yeah. I think there's a very interesting distinction between the puzzles of Outer Wilds and the puzzles of Blueprints, because they feel so very different. Like in Blueprints, everything feels like arbitrary, I guess. Like it's all like a fake puzzle created for you.
Yeah.
Which it is, like also in the lore most of the time. Whereas in Outer Wilds, it feels like you're exploring, like you're discovering parts of how the natural world works, and it all is just part of this, like part of the laws of nature almost.
Yeah.
So it's just that's been an interesting difference to observe as I've been playing Blueprints. I certainly think I prefer the Outer Wilds way a lot more, but also that's probably way harder to do.
Yeah, and like, what's the name of that game that just came out? I don't know if it's a puzzle game, so I might be wrong. Streamer that I watch was playing a game last night when I got home, and I just kind of had it on in the background. But I saw a game that's like about researching bugs. It's called Kabuto Park, I think. And it's kind of that like it is meant to be a more nature thing. It looks like you have to like catch bugs to like learn things about them, and you feed them things to learn what they like to eat and whatnot. And it's kind of Outer Wilds is sort of that way. It's like, here's this big planet, I need to know what to do with it, so I need to poke and prod at it until I figure things out, or it'll tell me to go somewhere else. Outer Wilds is connect the dots. It really is just go from point A to point B. We just kind of gave you half the information to get to point B. Now go figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
Have you played The Witness?
No.
So I play a lot of puzzle games. Like I just like them, especially the weird, strange, abstract ones. The Witness is really fun to me, and I understand why it has the reviews that it does, because it has some like the reviews are pretty good. Recent reviews say 86% positive, but I kind of understand why it is where it is. It just doesn't click for some people because it's a puzzle game with no tutorial. Like, you just have to figure the puzzles out. They are never explained to you. And like, obviously they do things to get there. They're not just gonna leave you doing nothing, but they kind of visually teach you how to do some puzzles. But there are some areas where like figuring out what you need to do can get really rough. And I don't know, it's fun, but I think that like in playing The Witness and games like it, like Antichamber and Lingo, um in playing Blueprints, I feel like I've gotten better at like noting down things that I need to note, or like noticing things that are a little suspicious.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm like, I've played things like this. Whoa, you sound fuzzy.
Whoa. Am I still fuzzy?
Whoa, you are talking through a layer of cotton.
What? Huh.
Oh,
I think...
and now you're not.
Okay.
Hi.
Sure.
funny Discord. It sounded like Discord compression. Like it was really bad. But yeah. Those games are really fun.
Yeah. Okay, but Silksong. I mentioned that I like hadn't noticed any or I didn't remember any like memorable tracks the same way soundtracks like in the music that the same way as I had in Hollow Knight. I have been trying to like pay more attention to it now, and I would say there are certainly 3 standout tracks for me that I remember. Like whenever I enter a room where that plays, I like immediately get excited.
Yeah, I don't know the names of any of the tracks.
Yeah, I don't know the names of the tracks, but one of them is the one that plays in Bone Bottom for me. Another one is the one that plays in Coral Chambers in the Citadel.
Yeah, the kind of like clock sounding one.
Oh, actually, no, there's 4 then.
Yeah.
Because like one is in Coral Chambers and another one is in like it's like a more clock sounding one.
Yeah, that one. I like that one a lot.
Yeah. And I guess there was a 4th one that I forgot now.
Oops.
Oh well, whatever. But my point is they do exist, and I think it might just take like hearing it in different contexts more than once, so that you actually remember it, which is glad. Which is good, and I'm glad.
which is glad.
I don't need to say 2 sentences when I can just mix 2 together into one.
Oh, I'm pretty sure this boss was required. It was... Yeah, no, it was required. You have beaten Cogwork Dancers?
Yes.
That fight is so fun. I also first tried it.
Yeah, like it's... It felt like it was supposed to be Mantis Lords 2, and I liked it a lot. It was over too fast. Like because it was very cool how they kept going faster, and then all of a sudden they're like not moving on the same beat anymore. But then it's just over. I was hoping it would do like 10 more stages of getting harder and faster.
Yeah. I was hoping it was gonna get fast, and it just didn't. And then you have been, I'm pretty sure, required area. You have been to the stage.
Yeah. Are we talking? I mean, I'm just gonna say yes.
Trabio?
Yeah.
Is that his name? Yeah. Also first tried that boss, I think. Or it might have been second try.
But it's just gaming as usual.
That was a really fun boss, though. I really liked it. I was like laughing the whole time I was fighting him. Something about that fight to me, it was just really fun. I will say that I think the bosses in Silksong stand out less to me. And I'm not saying all of the bosses, but like, how do I explain this? Some of the bosses have just kind of been like, yeah, that was a guy and he's gone now.
Yeah, well, and some of them are like mixed into an arena where they aren't like particularly major, I guess. And I guess not all of Hollow Knight's bosses are particularly major also. But it just feels like there have been fewer bosses, or like there's a way more of a focus on just like enemy arenas, which is fine. I like the enemy arenas. But it does feel like there have been like fewer like big impactful bosses. And that might just be like, I don't know, because like technically Hollow Knight doesn't have that many bosses that frequently also.
Yeah.
But it does somehow feel like we've I don't know. It feels like we've seen fewer bosses than I expected, I guess.
And some of them are duplicates. Like some of them you fight more than once, which is fine. That is not a complaint. And they change it. But like, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
There's also definitely more of an emphasis in Silksong on fighting more than one enemy at a time.
Mm-hmm. Which I think is good. Like it plays well together with the moveset, with all this weaving and jumping and aerial combat that you do.
Yeah. Yep, I absolutely agree. And but that also means that they use the same kind of design philosophy for a lot of the bosses, and that means most bosses are like, haha, here come common enemies, and I'm like, but I just kind of want to fight the boss. It's I I wouldn't necessarily call it a complaint. It's just I have noticed a lot of bosses have ads.
Mm-hmm.
Extra enemies in arena.
They sure do.
And make me die. It's not really a complaint. It's just
Yeah.
a observation. It's like, yep, that is a thing.
Yeah, and like fundamentally, having fewer bosses and more arenas isn't a complaint either. It's just slightly different than what I was expecting, or it's at least I'm feeling slightly different than I expected to feel about the bosses.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, the enemy arenas so far have been really fun. Some of them are hard.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, there are some things that that I also mentioned before, that there are like things that you can do, like you can definitely do with your moveset, and you've been able to do it for a while. And like I haven't been able to talk about them because I don't know if you've like discovered them yet.
Yeah.
But it's not like they're not like new things. They're not like things that you haven't. You've had access to them for a while. It's not like you haven't been to a place, and I would spoil that. And I'm wondering if there's some way to like check if you've discovered that you can do those things.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I do know there's like all sorts of like strange tech that you can learn.
Mm-hmm.
Like just little things that you're like, oh wow, I didn't know I could blanky blank to do blank.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Let's see. Hold on. I guess one thing I did already talk about was the right stick thing that I still don't know what it does.
Right stick thing.
Where you click in the right stick. I still don't know what the purpose of that is.
Oh yeah, I don't know either.
Yeah.
I think I did it just like once or twice and was like, okay.
Yes. Oh, well this... Okay, surely this wouldn't be a spoiler. If anything, you'd want to know this.
Mm-hmm.
Needling.
What about it?
How have you used it?
Open doors. Big doors.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that is good. Have you done anything else with the needling?
No.
Oh, okay. I think I should... like, this isn't a... Yeah, I think I should just tell you, and I think you would be fine with this.
Sure.
Needling is basically your dream nail. You can get like you can get NPC's thoughts using it.
What?
I've been wondering how, like, if other people figured this out as early as I did or not. Like, but apparently you hadn't.
Nope.
And I figured you'd want to know this, like, because it's not like it affects your gameplay really, but it is like a thing where you'll be missing out on lore if you don't know about it.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Yeah, and it's very cool because it like doesn't work exactly like Dream Nail does. It's slightly different. And I think you'll find it neat the way that it is different.
Okay. I will have to look.
Yeah, because I think I found that out within like the first hour or two after I got the needle in.
What?
Yeah, I think I just started. I think I started.
Years.
Yeah, I think I started like soon after the fight. I was in Halfway Home and I just started playing it, and all of a sudden I was like, "Whoa, what the hell's happening?" That's so interesting. I figured that like you could probably miss this for a while, so it's neat. Like it's cool to have a confirmation of that, I guess.
Can't wait for the mod that lets me put any MIDI I want in replacement of the song that plays on the needle in.
Yeah.
Have it start playing Megalovania every time.
That would be awesome. Hmm.
Do 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 do, and the big door opens.
Yeah. No, I'm just imagining you like keep interrupting it, so you just do.
Just jump scare people with it.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Then we've got three three things that you can do with the things that you have already, with abilities that you have, and they're all relate to the dash in some way. And I don't know that I want to say more, but if you can think of things that you've learned that you can do with the dash.
The dash? So, but I don't know if I could spoil things for you.
Yeah, you could, but I think I'm willing to risk it. Especially if it's just like a part of the moveset. It's not even so much tech, like it's just things that you can do. It's not like an obscure combination of things necessarily.
Yeah, okay. I guess I get what you mean. Like you can sprint towards an enemy and hit them, that pops Hornet in the air, and you can attack a second time to hit twice.
Yeah, that's one of the things, like the dash slash basically.
Yeah, dash slash.
And the way that it's different between crests. But I guess everything about needle attacks is different between crests.
Yeah, which is awesome. I don't know. You can like dash in the air onto a small platform to get more running distance to be able to perform a jump that you normally wouldn't be while grounded.
I think you like vaguely mentioned that, but that wasn't one of the three that I had in mind.
Oh, really? Okay. Because to me, when I learned that early game, I was like, wow, I can do some funny shit with this.
I don't think I've done any funny things with that.
Early game, it let me like make a couple of jumps that they weren't really skips. It just like removed a couple of platforms from a jump.
Okay.
And I think one or two times if I was like doing a speed run, it would have like skipped part of the room I was in. But normally it's just I don't feel like jumping, pogoing, and then landing on the other platform. I just want to jump, do one pogo, and make it. And the extra dash jump distance clears that. Oh, I think it helped in the run back to Judge. Because I think there was a small platform that I would purposefully do that on. I would dash at the platform so that Hornet would do the climb up. And then I would have enough room to like perform a jump at the edge of the platform because I couldn't if I had landed on it.
Okay.
If I'm remembering correctly. With the dash, you could dash downwards.
Okay, that's one of them. Not a major thing at all, but...
No, but noticing that you can.
Yes.
That you can do with the dash. I might just be blanking. Let me think.
What if you think about walls?
Yeah. Okay, that you can press dash and Hornet will like scamper up the wall.
Yeah. Okay. There we go. We covered all three.
I don't know exactly how it works. I haven't experimented with it because it hasn't really mattered in a casual playthrough. Have you noticed that if you like get Hornet to grab a ledge and you jump, she like it. If you do it at the right time, it seems like she gets either a boost or like doesn't lose speed while grabbing the ledge.
I hadn't noticed that it like had to do with the timing or like with very precise timing. But like, yeah, you do like a spinny big jump.
Yeah. To me, it seems like if I jump and as Hornet is like doing the ledge grab, I jump again. It does like big spinny jump. And like, I don't know if that's useful, but it's really cool that there's an animation for it.
Yeah. I think it probably is just like a part of getting to chain your movement together real fast. I don't think it actually gives you more height. I could be wrong. Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure similar things happen if you do that up dash on a wall past a corner. Like you also do a spinny thing then?
Yeah, I think so. Hornet is so animated. I'm not saying that the knight is not animated, but like going back and playing original Hollow Knight will be like, wow, yeah, they put so much work into Silksong. Like like obviously Hollow Knight is so finely crafted and like so much in it, but like Silksong is like holy shit.
Hmm.
I know I haven't finished Silksong, but I think my and again, not done. I think my current opinion is that it's basically just as good as Hollow Knight. Like I
Mm-hmm.
like it's just this is more Hollow Knight with more bells and whistles, literally bells. Uh um yeah, it's just I don't know. They in my head I'm like, yeah, I could like you said in your message when I said what would you like to do and you're like, pretty much anything. And you said like or a rando and my head was like, oh, I just did that Hollow Knight rando. I was like, I could do another Hollow Knight rando. And then I was like, wait, yeah, I could do another Hollow Knight rando. Yeah, Silksong has not changed my opinion of Hollow Knight at all.
Yeah, that's funny because I also was like, okay, you know what? I mean, I wouldn't mind doing a Hollow Knight rando, but then I was like, wait, hold on, I've been playing Silksong for like a bunch of hours all week.
Yeah, but like to me, it's like I don't know. They're different games. Like
Yeah,
they're
no,
not.
absolutely.
Yeah. Yep. And that's scary because I already play a lot of Hollow Knight. I don't need to be playing more other Hollow Knights.
Yeah. Something, because like I said, I beat Silksong, right? And I said that I got what seemed to be like a, you know, that it seemed there was certainly more to do. Like there might be another ending or something. I don't know. Like some of the some of the comments I've been seeing online, it seems like there might be a lot more to the game, but I don't know. Like where would it even be? So I'm kind of just exploring and curious.
Yeah, I've seen some complaints online. I did have an I don't know the name of the area, but I did have like something as an idea spoiled for me. And I don't
Okay.
want to tell you about it. It is a spoiler. Um on online and I was like, okay, well, I kind of suspected that a thing would be in the game. And so they basically confirmed it and I
Right.
was yeah.
Yeah. I wrote to you about like the biggest spoiler that I got, which was like the location of a movement item, which both confirmed that the item is in the game and where it was.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I pretty sure I wrote to you about that.
You did, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah. I don't know. It seems like I would have ended up there soon anyway, and I tried my best to like not affect, to let it affect how I approached it or like when I got there. But who knows? Of course, like maybe I didn't do a good job at that. But I don't know. To an extent, like I feel like that's a risk that I'm somewhat okay with taking because I also like I don't. I want to see the conversations that happen as the game launched. I want to like be a part of it to an extent. I want to see what people are saying as the game is new.
Yeah.
And I guess that's just sort of a risk that you take.
Yeah, that's why like when I see people posting about Silksong things, I try to read real carefully.
Yeah. But sometimes it's like you like open an innocuous tweet and then all of a sudden down there, like because that was the way with the ability. There was like it was a mostly unrelated tweet, I think, like not unrelated to Silksong, but like not at all related to that item or that area. And then like one person down there was like, "Oh man, I'm really struggling. Can you just tell me where to find the item?" And they were like, "Yep, here it is."
Uh,
And like
what the heck?
and like as soon as the words are in front of my eyes, I read them. I can't not read them.
Yeah, that sucks.
But
Here's where to get this thing on twitter.com.
okay, well, we should probably do something.
Just to talk about it real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, the beat the game in under 5 hours achievement is like, yes, it's sort of difficult in the combat execution. because you have 5 hours to finish the whole game. But apparently the route is real easy. It's like really forgiving. If you don't die and like play very efficiently, you have a shit ton of remaining time.
I would imagine so. I don't think it was very like difficult at all to get in Hollow Knight also.
Yeah, no. Do you want to know the estimate time that I read? If you play if you do not die.
Sure.
About an hour and a half.
Okay.
And
that's not like
that's for the
not
casual route.
Yeah, that's not much longer than the current any % record.
Really?
Yeah, the current any % record is like 1 hour and 5 minutes or something like that, I think.
Great. Because yeah, it's that's if you do the casual route like absolutely deathless. But that gives you
a lot of leeway.
A ton of leeway.
Yeah. But like that makes sense because like on your first playthrough, so much of your time is just going to go to like exploring in different directions, like meandering around.
Well, like, okay, what are the steps for getting to Act 2? It's like Bell Beast, Lace.
Probably you'd want Richter's Cloak. I think you need it.
Yeah.
And then you go to Bellheart.
Yeah.
You get wall jump, and then you go fight Last Judge.
Wall jump, Last Judge, and then if you know your way around Citadel, I could imagine you could get to those 3 cylinders like
pretty fast.
Nothing. Yeah. And then obviously I don't know what comes after that, but you just take them to the central elevator thing, do the thing, and then whatever comes after that. But like, I don't know. It's wild being like, yeah, I'm 30 hours into this game, and the required story bits, I've done like 5 of them.
Yeah.
Because there's not much that's like required, I guess.
Yeah. How much playtime did you have when you got to the Last Judge?
I have no idea. I don't know. I felt like, though, when I got to the Last Judge, I felt like I had done most everything that I could. I'm not saying everything. Like, I didn't, like, really go back and comb every area again, but, like, I made sure I had cleaned out basically every single transition up to that point. I did not have any more room exits that I thought I could get. I took some time to, like, basically, if there was an exit that I was like, you couldn't do this before, I was like, don't care, I'm gonna go check and see what that is. Like, and so I'm not sure what my playtime was, but I had done most everything that I could.
Right.
And I don't know if this has, if there's like a God Home equivalent or anything like that. But I do hope that there is, because there are some bosses that like I want to refight or just practice or whatever. And if there isn't, I'm sure one is coming. And if one isn't coming, it'll get modded.
Yeah.
Oh, they're not adding God Home? Oh, cool. Thanks for modding God Home, man.
Yeah.
Oh, I had an idea the other day, and I meant to bring it up to you, and it would be really cool if this thing ended up existing. Do you know about the Link to the Past Super Metroid randomizer? The combo randomizer?
I've seen it mentioned a lot of times. I don't know the details.
Yeah, it's really neat. So it's both games in one like ROM.
Yeah, you like go through a transition and you end up in like a different game. Something like that.
So you step through a portal, and I think I think by default they are set to connect to set locations in each other's game, or like in each game. but you can also set those transitions to randomize. But basically, if you go to a certain area in Super Metroid, it is always going to connect to this area and Link to the Past. It would be so cool to get that for Hollow Knight and Silksong.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
That would be so cool. Could you imagine, like, you're going through docks and, like, you find the portal, step through it, and you're in, like, Peak of Hollow Knight. And, like, you gotta clear out what you can of Crystal Peak, and then you're like, oh, we're kind of stuck here. Let's go back to Silksong and see if there are any other portals we can find, and, like...
Yeah.
Oh, that would be really cool.
I mean, you could also just, like, do something very similar by just doing, like, a multi-world rando.
Yeah. It's to me, it's just not exactly the same as it just
being in the actual same game.
Yeah. Just being like, wow, I didn't have to go open the other game or whatever. And also, you have to think about the travel, because it's like, how do the two games connect? Like, how does Silksong connect to Hollow Knight? I need to go find a portal to get to it. Because especially if you don't have like a Sag Station or a Bellway or something nearby. But I guess if you're using bench warp in both games, potentially, it wouldn't really matter that much anyway.
Yeah.
A
thought came into my brain at some point during that, but then it left.
Oh
well.
Multi-world Hollow Knight and Silksong is going to be a lot of fun. Like, by myself. Like, I'm not even saying with a friend.
Yeah.
with a friend? Yeah, that will be fun. By myself? Yeah, that will be fun. I can't wait for the day that you and I do a multi-world where we're both playing both Hollow Knight and Silksong.
Oh, my thought came back.
Yeah. It arrived!
Did you see... apparently Team Cherry had talked about this several years ago, that basically the reason that this became a separate game is because Hornet is taller than the Knight. Because like initially it was going to be a DLC for Hollow Knight, but then Hornet being taller and having all of this crazy movement meant that she just didn't fit in Hollow Nest. Like, it was too clunky running around in the rooms there. Which is funny, because like early on in the Silksong playthrough I thought that, like, I wonder if it's going to feel different being a taller character, because, like, Hornet is taller than the Knight.
Yeah.
But it turns out, like, that's why they made a separate game.
What the heck?
I mean, I'm sure it's not the only reason,
idea.
but that's, like, I guess one of the first obstacles they ran into or something. I'm not sure.
That's really funny. What the heck? I had no idea. It's such a good game. Oh, I saw an opinion on Twitter that I was like, you know, I do almost wish there was an option to whatever. I saw somebody online say, like, please stop complaining about Silksong being hard so they don't nerf the game into baby mode or something. And I was like, yeah, I kind of agree. Like, I welcome the challenge. It's very fun at the level that it's at.
Yeah, I was kind of worried when I saw like so many people calling for it, and then I saw the Team Cherry was doing a patch to make things easier.
So, have you fought Morwing yet?
Yes.
Morwing is one of the bosses that they nerfed. And I fought Morwing pre-patch, and I'm not saying that to like brag. It's just I fought Morwing before the patch. I don't know what the patch changed, but at the point that I was at, Morwing was pretty fucking hard, and they were explaining, like, from what I understand, in the patch notes, it said that Morwing was an early game boss.
Yes.
And I was not early game. Like, I was pretty mid game. Like, I was in Citadel, like, kind of deep in. I was going back to halfway home for something. And, like, it was still a pretty hard boss. I could imagine that for new players, if you can run into Morwing, like, super early, that being a hell of a boss.
Interesting. Because I'm pretty sure I also ended up finding Morwing just a bit pre-patch. And I guess I was also late game, but Morwing seemed pretty easy.
Okay.
But maybe it was after patch then, I'm not sure. The other boss that got nerfed was Sister Splinter.
Why?
I don't know. And another thing that I believe they did is they decreased like bench costs in some locations, and they increased rewards, like rosary rewards for some places.
I feel that's okay.
Yeah, I think that's a fair, like, sure, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that.
That's fine. Because I have seen people saying like they're losing a lot of their rosaries and stuff, and like I've lost them a few times now, which means that this game is harder than Hollow Knight, because Hollow Knight had never lost my Geo. No, that's not. It doesn't actually mean that, but my Hollow Knight playthrough, I never lost Geo a single time.
Right. Oh, yeah,
that doesn't mean I didn't die. I just always made the run back. Silksong, that has not happened.
Yeah, and another thing that makes like that counters the difficulty is already like the fact that you have Silk Gators, and I feel like you find them in so many places. And you don't have to go back to Dirtmouth to talk to Confessor Gigi or whatever their name was. Like, you can just use them anywhere. I feel like that's another aspect that, like, surely that's got to come into the calculation when you're trying to, like, complain about the game difficulty.
Yeah. I noticed something early that I think was that I think is an Easter egg, but I'm not 100% sure. You've done Bellheart stuff, I'm sure, and, like, talked to the NPCs there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so Relic Seeker.
Mm-hmm.
There.
Yes.
Scrounge.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure Scrounge has a identical line to Relic Seeker Limb in Hollow Knight.
Might be. I think I remember some character having an identical line.
Like it is that I don't remember the line, but sometimes when I talk to them, they say something that I'm like, wait, isn't that Lim's line? Which is really funny because they're both Relic Seekers. Like, they're probably saying the same thing because they are Relic Seekers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely remember that happening with some character. It might have been Scrounge then.
Yeah, because I heard it, and, like, I said it on stream immediately. I heard it, and I was like, is that Lim? I was like, is that Lim's line? And then when I talked to them, it was like Relic Seeker Scrounge, and I was like, yep.
Yeah, the parallels to Hollow Knight have been very interesting. Even just at the start of the game, how, like, you go left instead of right, but then you have a secret to your right, or the way that in this game you ascend, like, to the top instead of descending the way you do in Hollow Knight, and then of course, like, the way that the familiar elements show up. Some rooms you enter and it, like, feels like a room in Hollow Knight, but it's also not like the room in Hollow Knight at all. Like, there's just interesting similarities.
Yeah, I feel like they did a really neat thing in making, like, the very beginning of the game, like, very, very beginning of the game, feel like the original Hollow Knight. You just start in this, like, kind of natural cave. You're poking at secrets. It's kind of tight corridors, but it's, like, lighthearted. It's just kind of, we're just making our way through this area. And then you get to Dirtmouth or Bone Bottom, where it's like, hey, here's your guys, here's your friends, here's whatever. And then they go off to, like, have their own identity.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's like at that point, Hornet's like, okay, I'm gonna go up. And the Knight goes, where am I going? What?
Yeah.
But you go down. Yeah.
Oh, the one interesting difference is that in Silksong, you fight a boss before you get to Bone Bottom. You fight Moss Mother.
Yeah, you do.
That's an interesting difference to the structure.
Have you completed Moss Mother's journal entry?
I don't think so, but I could be wrong.
I did pretty early in, and it was a good time.
Have you been... You know that, like, big vertical shaft that's, like, to the top left of Bone Bottom and, crosses all the way up, and you also cross it, you cross it at several points in different layers.
Yeah.
Have you been to the left of it, like, just above Bone Bottom?
I think.
Okay.
Left of it. Hold on. I'm actually going to launch Silksong.
Sure. I mean, to be honest, I think it might be fine if you like show me the map. I don't think you've been to places that I haven't been. That would like spoil things on the map. I guess other than
secret areas might reveal.
Might. That's true.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I will show you if you wish. I'm just afraid that there could be a like. What do you mean? There's a whole room there?
Yeah, that's fine. I will take that risk, I think.
Okay. Oh yeah, that game that I got you, by the way, I got for a few friends. It's just a game that I like. It's a shooter with really fun movement mechanics, and it's on sale for basically free.
Yeah, I saw.
Yeah. But it has really fun movement mechanics, and I've been playing a game called I Am Your Beast on Game Pass. That it's another like first-person shooter thing, but you're going for like speed scores and levels. Your goal is to get to the end, to do the objective as fast as possible, but killing enemies in particular ways gives you time bonuses. So you're trying to be like flashy and stylish while also making it to the end. And so when Severed Steel went on sale, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna buy that for like all of my friends. I bought it for you, Mike, Rebane, Sweet Potato, Vulcan, who used to be Doomfire Holo, and then like 2 other work friends. It's just a game that I liked and was like, yeah, this is, I don't know, $1 here. Have a fun game. Okay, let's see. But it's one of those, like, you'll start it, and it's sort of easy at first, and you're like, wow, this is sort of fun. You can do some neat things. And then, like, a couple hours in, you'll be doing the craziest shit. It's so fun. Let's see. Go live.
I'm sure I'll check it out once Silksong isn't in the way anymore.
Yeah, there's absolutely no rush. Again, I mostly bought it because game I like, and it's $1.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Can you see my screen?
I sure can.
I have been over here.
Okay, so that means, that path in the wormways. You've seen the boss that's in that room.
Wait, which room? What? Here?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's why I marked it, if I'm remembering correctly. Because I was like, yeah, no.
Really? When were you there?
I don't know why this is marked. I'm not 100% sure.
Maybe that room above it was suspicious? But, like, you've seen the boss.
Yeah. Yes.
Only seen or defeated?
Is that the thing on the...
It's a mole thing on the ceiling.
Oh, yeah, I killed it. Yeah. It died
when were you there?
Yeah. When will you be there? Have you been there? So I passed it early in the game, and for some reason in my head, did not flag it as that could be killed. And so, like, later, I think I was in chapter 2 and like went yeah, that's it. I had just started chapter 2, was in there for a bit because I couldn't find the Grand Bellway. I didn't know that's what it was called, but hadn't found the Grand Bellway. And then later I ended up like exploring just a bit of chapter 2. I ended up somewhere back here for some reason and was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna walk back to Act 1. So I did. I just ran back through Blasted Steps. And I went to Wormways right after that and was like, I bet you could do things with that thing, and murdered it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I found that boss very early in the game. Like, I think it was like probably like the first time that you end up above Bone Bottom. I like immediately jumped there and fought the boss. And it took forever. That was like the least fun experience I've had in Silksong, I think. Because you just sit there for like minutes poking at the boss every once in a while. And I was wondering if it might be different later in the game.
it wasn't at my point. You just jump up on the platform above you, jump up and hit the boss, duck under the platform, let it spew its spew, jump on the platform, hit the boss in the face.
That's what it was.
Yep.
I did way less damage back then.
Yep. What fun.
Very, very weird boss. I thought that, like, maybe at least if you end up there early, you're probably just meant to run back through. Oh, I see you've found Weaveness Antler.
I was going to ask you about that.
Yes.
That area is really cool.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what Eva is looking for.
Did you do anything with them?
Yes.
Okay.
But
I did one thing, and then I haven't been back there since.
I did one thing, went back later, and the dialogue stayed exactly the same. So...
Okay.
Oh, wait, Deep Talks. You haven't used key.
Yeah, I see you found the other weave nest. Bottom right.
Yeah, bottom right there. It's just a tiny little bloop.
Hold on. In Citadel. Let me see. If you got that thing down there. Hold on. Scroll down.
Oh, this is where I fell into Biowater.
Oh, interesting. Because I've been in that. I haven't been down there. Because I could have sworn that room was like all blocked off by doors, but well, whatever.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know.
I couldn't figure out a way through that room.
I did some stuff and then fell into Biowater. And I know that this is Sinner's Road and it connects. I keep calling it the wrong thing because there's an area in Dark Souls with a very similar name. And so every time I'm like, Sinner's Path, Sinner's Road, Sinner's Rise, Sinner's...
I mean, I also keep calling it Sinner's Path.
Well,
but I don't do... Yeah. Like, I keep mixing up similar words with it, basically.
Because I think in Dark Souls there's an area called Sinner's Road. And
but that's in Silksong. Like, it's the same name.
Okay, so maybe it is the same thing. But then in Elden Ring, there's an area called, like, Sinner's Rise. And there's, like, whatever. Anyway, sorry, where were we looking?
Yeah, right here. You've been, like, in the cauldron. That means you got the hook thing, right? Claw line?
Claw line, yeah.
Yeah, that's a very cool
ability. I didn't have the money for this, and nobody in Underworks gives money. That might be one they reduced. I didn't have money for it, and Underworks people give like 2 rosaries. Like they don't give shit, and this one costs like 90. Or like 70, and I was like, no. I was like, I'll come back.
Oh, but that vertical room there, like to the left of the cauldron, a funny thing happened to me there. Like, I was just kind of exploring. No, not that one, next to the elevator. This. I was kind of just exploring, and then all of a sudden an enemy died off screen, or must have died off screen, because I got like a second Hunter Journal entry, like Hornet comment. And then I opened it up, and then when I closed the journal, the game dropped to 4 frames per second and stayed there for a bit.
Yeah. Yep.
And then it went to like 40, and then it stayed that way until I left the room, and then I came back and everything was fine. Wait, that happened to you too? Huh.
Yeah, exact same thing, same room. Yep.
Huh. Interesting. I filed the bug report for it.
Yep, same thing, same room. Not kidding. I was in that room, I think I got a journal update, or I just opened my my menu to like check something or something, and when I closed it, my game was running at like no frames per second. Like,
huh?
Yeah, it was awful.
Interesting. I imagine they've gotten other reports for that too. I was wondering if that was like just a completely random coincidence that happened to me there, but I guess it's something with that room then. Citadel Spa. You found someone in there, perhaps?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So you saw Sherma. It was very funny, a very funny encounter for me, because like I saw someone was in the pool. I didn't recognize Sherma from like sight, but oh crap! Hold on, wait, that's a spoiler. I was gonna tell you about how I recognize Sherma, but that's technically a spoiler.
Oh.
Okay. I did a thing that immediately led me to recognize Sherma. I'll note that down so that once you've
what?
played Silksong again, we can talk about it. It's related to the Needle interactions.
Oh. I was like, what?
Teleport about Sherma encounter.
But yeah, like I said, I've explored basically everything I can right now. Like
Yes.
the
Technically.
the main reason I'm moving forward is like I have the one quest to do in here dining room.
Yeah, I haven't done that yet.
I haven't done all of it. I've done a couple parts of it, and I have a part that I need to do that's gonna be fun. I don't know how bad it's gonna be, but it'll be fun.
Is it to do with Bellhart?
Yeah. Yep. Okay. So yeah, we both know it then. Have you done that?
No, I've tried like twice. One of the times I got hold on, that room next to the Grand Gate. You've been there, right? I mean, you have it's lit up on the map. My point is like, you know what that's like the scales there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Because I remembered being there and lowering the scales. So I was like, okay, I will just run up there and like go up the scales, and I can get to the Citadel, or no, I can get to the dining room. But then I got there and the scales weren't lowered, so I couldn't get up.
Oh no. So you were stuck?
Yeah.
Can I spoil something for you in the same way that you spoiled a needle-in thing for me?
Sure.
It's not a huge thing, but you could use it.
Okay.
So we're gonna solve a puzzle. I have not been through Sinner's Road.
Mm-hmm.
I know that Sinner's Road connects to Biowater, and Biowater somehow connects up here. And I don't know if you can actually get to Biowater and then go up there. So basically what I'm saying, I don't know if you can get to Act 2 from Act 1 if you take Sinner's Road and do funny shenanigans. In that same logic, I also did not discover the Grand Bellway and went back to Act 1. So how did I get back to Act 2? You can't take the elevator back down.
Right.
So I had to do what? What's the
only
other entrance?
You must have taken the scale path, as far as I know.
I did.
Mm-hmm.
And you could have too.
What? Did you, like, toss a tool up onto the scale?
Is there a fast way there? Because I want to see your reaction.
There's a bellway. There's a bellway next.
Just go back. Just go back on stream. And I mean, I could take the tube here over to here, go down, and show it to you.
That's fine. I can do it on stream also. I'll add a note.
You could also do it on stream. Just add a note saying go back to scale room.
Yeah.
You could have done it at the point that you were at. Like, I don't know what movement abilities get added or anything, or if I have all of them or something. Right. You could have done it.
Right. Well, currently, that would not have been an issue for me anymore.
Okay.
But back then it was.
Yeah. There is a way through there.
Yeah, interesting. I mean, I was... Maybe I could have found it then, but also, like, I was kind of low on the thing anyway. So I might not have made it if I spent time, like, figuring things out in that room.
Yeah. Yeah, my planned path was just to go straight from Bellhart over and then climb this one, because I think you can... There's a...
Yeah, that's what I did.
Yeah. And then get to Blasted Steps, and you can't go up here, right? Like, you have to do the Blasted Steps weave.
Yeah, well, not that right part.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You just come in and you do this weave, and then you can go up, do the Judge Run, which has been perfected. Perform magical mysticism in the scales room. And then my plan was to make a left and go up through Spa.
Yeah, that would probably have been a safe-ish path, but I think both of these could have worked.
Yeah. Because, like, I think you could also go right, climb this, left, and this way. But I think I know this path a little better. I could be wrong.
Oh, you also said that you thought, or that you had basically done everything in the earlier areas that you can right now.
I mean, other than like Center's Road and Biowater.
No, I mean in earlier areas. There's a thing that you can use the claw line on that you haven't gone back to that I saw.
Probably over here.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I figured that I could do that. I just had. I went back there earlier in the game, realized that I couldn't get up there, and just didn't go back. And I think last stream I even said, like, we need to go back over there. It was either last stream or the stream before it, and then just haven't.
Yeah, that was an area that I like took note of early in the game, and I had been back there like 2 or 3 times when I got something that I thought could let me cheese my way up there.
Yeah, me too.
But none of them worked. But then you get Clawline.
Yep. I just kind of got tired of going back there with new abilities. When I got Clawline, I was like, whatever. I also don't know if I can do this. Like, there's a transition there, and I'm not sure if I can, like, climb this wall and do shenanigans. I'm pretty sure you
could have done that earlier. I don't remember needing to, like, get Clawline for that. Or actually,
oh, okay.
That might need wall jump then? I'm not sure. I could also be misremembering.
It might have been
pretty sure I went there.
Jump.
I'm quite certain I went there before Clawline.
Yeah. And yeah, I'm marking certain things with different pens and stuff. And
yeah, I haven't been using different colors at all. I've just been sticking whatever pin I have, and I've been taking notes for things that can't be just marked down on the map.
That's fair. It's like this simple key. Yeah, and then NPC.
Yep.
NPCs.
It marks down vendors. I do wish it kind of just also marked down NPCs.
Yeah,
maybe with a separate thing.
When Elden
I guess
Ring
an issue is that they move.
Yeah. Well, when Elden Ring came out, there was a big problem where, I guess it's not big, it was really hard to do NPC quest lines because that game is massive, and like some quest lines require you to find NPCs in like multiple places and like at different times, and that can be awful. But there was an update that came out that started showing you where NPCs were, and yeah, thanks for that. Because that sucked. What crest do you use? Yeah, you just use the base one, right?
Yeah, I just used the Hunter's Crest. At some point I used what is it? Is it the Reaper one? Whenever I got that, I used that for some time until I went back to the Hunter's Crest because I decided to stick to it, I suppose.
Reaper is the one that I'm using.
I see. Yeah, that was pretty okay. Have you what quests have you found?
Do you just want me to name them?
Yes.
Hunter and upgraded Hunter. Reaper, Wanderer, and Beast.
Okay, so you found Wanderer's Crest, which is basically just the knight from Hollow Knight.
Yeah, it's really fun.
Yeah, that's what I I told you about that like vertical spike tunnel thing. I initially thought that you couldn't do it with Hunter, so I switched to Wanderer and did it with that. And then as I was passing by again, I was like, okay, but I should still try it with the Hunter's Crest. And then I was like, oh wait, you can totally do this. So then I spent another like half hour trying to do it with the Hunter's Crest.
Having fun in Silksong, how dare. The movement in this game is so good.
Mm-hmm.
Save and quit.
Okay.
Silk is long.
But I think we should also do something.
Pat said but.
I would never. Telling lies.
No, Pat.
Hold on, when I was trying to figure out at some point if you'd go... Oh, dang, I wish I could see the map again. Whatever. We'll worry about it some other time.
We're just going to talk about Silksong all day.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Silksong podcast.
Yeah. Hold on, I need to write it down so I remember to ask you again. Oh, wait, no, actually, it is already written down. Oh, well.